Sure, here's a deeper explanation. Why is the ocean salty? The ocean is salty primarily because of the dissolution of minerals from rocks and the transportation of those minerals by rainwater and rivers. When rain falls on the land, it may seem like pure water, but rainwater is slightly acidic because it contains dissolved carbon dioxide from the air. This acidity helps break down minerals in rocks, a process called chemical weathering. As rainwater flows over rocks and through soil, it dissolves minerals like salt, sodium chloride, and other compounds that are present in rocks, such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Step 2. Rivers carry salt. The dissolved minerals from the rocks are then carried by rivers. As rivers flow, they pick up more minerals and salts from the land, especially in areas with large amounts of salt in the rocks or soil. This water, now loaded with dissolved minerals, flows into larger bodies of water like lakes or eventually the ocean. Step 3. The ocean, where everything ends up. When rivers reach the ocean, the dissolved minerals, including salt, are released into the sea. Over millions of years, these minerals have accumulated in the ocean. The ocean is constantly receiving more salt through this process, but the water in the ocean doesn't just get saltier over time. The salt is also balanced by the water cycle. Water from the ocean evaporates, and the water vapor forms clouds. The salt, however, doesn't evaporate and is left behind in the ocean. This means that even though water leaves the ocean as vapor, the salt stays in the water, keeping the ocean salty. Step 4. Why doesn't the ocean become infinitely salty? Even though rivers bring salt to the ocean doesn't keep getting saltier forever. There are processes that remove salt from the ocean too. Salt deposits. Over time, some of the salt settles at the bottom of the ocean, forming salt deposits that get buried under layers of other materials. Sea life. Marine animals, like fish and coral, take in some of the salts to help them grow. They use minerals like calcium and magnesium to build their skeletons, and shells, which helps keep the salt levels in balance. Hydrothermal vents. At the ocean floor, there are vents that release fresh water, which helps balance the ocean's salt content. Other ways salt gets into the ocean. Volcanoes. Underwater volcanoes also release minerals, including salts, directly into the ocean. This adds a small amount of salt as well, although it's less significant compared to the salt carried by rivers. The big picture. Over millions of years, the process of rain dissolving minerals from rocks and rivers, carrying that salt into the ocean, has made the ocean salty. The ocean is like a giant salt sink, where salt has accumulated over time. It's this salt that gives the ocean its characteristic taste and helps maintain the balance of life in the sea. In fact, the salinity of the ocean, the concentration of salt in seawater, is about 3.5%, meaning for every liter of seawater, there are about 35 grams of dissolved salts. And that's why the ocean is salty. It's a combination of rain, rivers, and the slow buildup of minerals over time.